of customizing solution, OSIsoft principal, David Dahl. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great to have you. How have you been enjoying RealCom 2016?
It's pretty exciting, isn't it? It's a good crowd here.
What have you seen so far that's got your interest?
Well, I think there's a wide variety of people that are attending here. You know, you first see a lot of the REITs and the kind of the big commercial property owners, but as you get into these conversations, there's just such a variety of people here with different interests and different needs. And you turn over rocks and you just find a different story every person you talk to.
What's going on at your company that's new and innovative?
Well, actually, attending RealCom is new and innovative for us, right? We've been around. We're a software company based in the Bay Area, but we've been around a long time. We're like a 35-year-old startup company there, right? So we've got offices around the world, installations around the world. We're very heavily installed in a lot of industries. But getting engaged with this crowd on a facilities and energy management space is a little bit new for us. We're normally talking to utility companies and manufacturing companies, and then recently we've gotten into large data centers and different types of facilities. So this is the first time we've sponsored RealCom and been here with a booth and all to try and get more directly engaged.
How do you see your product integrating with the real estate field?
Well, it's kind of neat in that what we do, we're a data company, kind of like there's a lot of data companies here, but we typically operate at a different scale, right? There's a lot of companies that deal in like meter data or small office building control system data on a smaller scale, but we operate on a very, very large scale. A single server with our software can handle tens of millions of sensor points very efficiently. So when you start looking at all the different systems that make up a facility, especially at a more complex facility, it really enables a different world and a different potential for what you can do, not just today, but going forward in efficiency. I was in a panel today talking about analytics, and I think the agreement was that analytics is not a checkbox. It's not something you install, right? It's a process. So that's what excites me about working in a space like this, is that helping people understand it's not just about what I'm going to install today, it's about what I'm going to be doing better next month and next year, and layering across systems that I haven't even bought yet, right? When I go solar or wind or do energy expansions like microgrids, right? The future's bright.
What does everyone at this show need to know about your company?
So I would say it's a two-layer question. So I'd say if you're looking at a fair level of complexity in your environment and you're thinking, how do I deal with all this data? How could I possibly integrate all these systems together to get a single pane of glass? Then you should be talking to us, right? Because we can handle that, I said, at a scale far beyond other people. But even if you're not, we have an ecosystem of partners that provides different levels of solutions that can probably give you exactly what you're looking for. There's a company right over there called Intercap Energy that's a smart building as a service provider. They built their intellectual property on top of our software so that they're using the best plumbing available for their data infrastructure. Qualcomm's over there in their booth, so they've got a smart campus video running about what they're doing on their site. That's all based on Pi as well. That's our software. So we really, we really enable a lot of different capabilities, whether it's directly working from us at a complex level or a partnership within our ecosystem for a more out-of-the-box experience.
Talk to me a little bit about Pi.
So Pi's been around, as I mentioned, 30-some years. It was kind of born out of the oil and gas industry when they were trying to do analytics and off of control systems in a manufacturing environment, and they realized that the real data, the real value was actually in the data, not just the analytics they were trying to do, but once they had that data together, the next thing and the next thing. And so the company actually pivoted from a consulting firm into a software firm, and grew from there into throughout. Just about every oil and gas company you can name uses our software. It got into utilities. Just about every utility in the country uses it to keep your lights on.
Right.
Every pharmaceutical company uses it to make your meds better. So
really?
Yeah. So that's the the flexibility and the scalability we're talking about.
What's the opportunity for employing Pi in this space?
Well, potentially it's huge, right? This is such a the people in this room have a very mature way of looking at the data, but the industry as a whole, when you look at the portfolio of buildings that are out there that really don't have control systems and aren't generating actionable data yet, It's huge, right? There's no end in sight.
Pretty cool. Well, I mean, is there anything else we need to know about OSIsoft?
Well, we're still, like I said, a small privately held company, so we focus on our niche, so it's all about customer service. We have top-ranked technical support, which nobody likes to talk about, but I think is really important.
How do you maintain that top ranking?
Well, when you call our support desk, you're actually talking to engineers. We have support offices around the globe, so it's follow the sun. So when you call from Philadelphia at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're not talking to somebody on this side of the planet. You're talking to somebody on the East Coast, who knows the product.
That's great.
And 60 or 70% of our support calls are solved by the person who answers the phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really great. Well, if there's anything else they need to know, where can they reach you, either here on the floor or virtually?
Yeah, so OSIsoft.com, or we're over in the corner in front of the windows, so if you want to go catch some sunlight and hang out on the couches, you can come find us over there.
Terrific. David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. David Dahl from OSIsoft.